Hello, I'm Dan McWhorter. I'm with Innovative Analytical Solutions. Today we're going to address API RP939C, the detection of sulfidation by using silicon analysis with the arc emission spectrometer. Innovative Analytical Solutions represents the Bellic Spectrometer Corporation out of Germany. They've been building instrumentation since 1986. This is their 6th generation of a portable system. This is the only spectrometer of its size that can do both an arc and a spark application. And again, we're going to focus today on arc and air for silicon analysis in steels. And these are refinery steels running at hot temperatures in excess of 400 degrees Fahrenheit. There's 3 types of steels that these guys can encounter. One is called a rim steel, where the steel has a silicon concentration of 0 to 0.1%. Silicon is considered an incidental element in that particular alloy. The second type of steel would be a semi-killed silicon steel, where the concentration runs from 0.10 to 0.20%, and then you have a completely silicon killed steel, which has a silicon concentration of 0.15 to 0.35%. What we have in our heat treat oven here, and we've been running at about 650 degrees for over an hour with 3 samples that have the actual levels of those types of steels that you can encounter in the heat treat furnace. So what you have to do in this application is you have to take a contact temperature gauge to your material in process and determine which range of temperature it's running at, whether it's at 400 or 500, 600, 700 degrees, and then call up the proper curve set. In this case, we're running at 650. We know the temperature is a little less from the temperature of the oven to the sample temperature, so we pulled up our 600 degree concentration curve. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pull out samples at random. There's 3 types of samples that we have, or 3 concentration levels. We have silicon at 0.05%, we have silicon at 0.11%, and we have silicon at 0.27%. And what we're going to do now is we're going to pull out the low concentration silicon sample. So, safety glasses. The sample must be freshly prepared in order to knock the oxide off, and the technique is to burn the sample 3 times and take the average. So if you take a look at the data coming from this sample, this is the 05 sample, and it's shooting 07 3 times. And if I hit average on this, you can see that the average is obviously going to be a 07. So I'm shooting a 07 on a 05 at 600 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'll stick this sample back in the oven. We'll grab a second sample. We'll set her down. I'll in another description for this alloy. This sample should be the 0.11. And again, we'll just shoot it 3 times really quickly. And one more. Alright. And again, if you come up here and take a look at the data, the sample shooting approximately 12, 11, 11. If I hit the average and average all of them, then the average is a 0.12 on a 0.11 silicon. So what I'll do is, again, we'll put in a second description and pull out the final sample. Prep the surface. And again, the reason for shooting 3 times is the deviation gets a little bit worse at the higher concentrations. You get a little more scattered. So, and you can see that I got a 25, a 35, and a 27, and the actual concentration is 27. So again, I just take the results on average, and I'm shooting a 29 on a 27. And I'm way above the point of interest, which is at 0.11. And you can see that at the critical area of measurement, this instrumentation is extremely precise. So that's the, again, ability to address the silicon testing for sulfidation for API recommended practice 939C. Our next video, what we're going to show you is the ability to hot tap with using a spark probe. And what the hot tapping will do is we can test with this instrumentation in spark mode of operation up to around 400 degrees. So 400 degrees is the cutoff between arc and spark. So we're going to shoot some material at 350 degrees Fahrenheit in a spark mode of operation, which will give you a complete chemistry. So I appreciate your time. If you'd like to see this application at your facility, please contact us at www.steelanalyzer.com or call us at 256-287-1477. Thank you.